Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today, I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron at Seige, Galaxy Upgrade, Optimus Prime. I'm just going to call him G.U.O.P, or Go Up. Yeah, Go Up. Just Goo. I made myself laugh thinking about Futurama. But that was dupe. So, here is Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime and his craziness. He stands 25 studs tall, and in this mode, he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and nothing around the head. Down on the back, he's got none. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 10 siege ports in this mode. He doesn't even have one for his back. And, so siege port wise, it's not crazy. But the difference is that he's got these crazy awesome guns that show up above his shoulders. And to initiate them, you fold them down. Then you rotate them around. And you just got to do it right. So you got to fold them down like this, all the way down, and then you, oh crap, I done screwed it up. All right, there it goes. It's a little hard to do, but what you want to do is not pop the entire top of him off while doing it, but what you do is you rotate the gun around so that the top that has the little handle is actually, oh, that's what happened, you did a split, is now sitting out near the hand, and now you can plug his hand into the handhold for this crazy gun that folds down from his shoulder. And then all you have to do is get some blast effects like this, and you could just plug it in. Boom. Yeah. Just blam. It says that these things are some sort of railgun, but they're still pretty cool. You can do it on both sides, and the cool thing is the handle moves up and down so that you can get the right size. Now, to fold it back, it is just as difficult. You want to, there it goes, and then fold it all the way back up. All right. But the armor on hinges, like this they tried to do too much. I think they tried to do too much with this. And they used the Ultra Magnus as a mold for it, and it suffers from the same exact problem as Ultra Magnus, which is terrible split disease. Look at that. You give them ratchets everywhere else but in the side-to-side motion. Like, couldn't we have had some ratchets there? Instead, we get these loosey-goosey legs. Ugh. So terrible for posing. But that's not what we're here about. We're here about the transformation. So where's my Bumblebee? Here's my Bumblebee. You still got that effect on you. We'll take that off. Then can we put it anywhere else on Prime? Is there a place for it to be going? Oh yeah, here it is. There's a good explodey spot. Come here, explodey spot. Yeah. Now we're gonna get you right in there. Boom! Look at that. You just got hit by an explosion. I love that. The little male hands to make you look like he just gotten hit. Bumblebee stands all the way up to just below Prime's belt. So, there's our Bumblebee friend. We'll take off this blast effect, and let's get to deassembling him. So, to deassemble him from his crazy awesome robot mode, or his Galaxy Upgrade mode, to reveal your Optimus Prime, you want to reach in front of him, and right below his head there are these 2 chest windows, and between them there's a little, like, I don't know, what would you call that, a little cleavage? Anyway, you want to put your finger there, and your fingers on either side of those windows, and pull up slightly. And once you've done that, everything else will just kind of come apart, and you can fold off his wings, his guns, his head, and the front panel. So all that just sets off to the side. After you've done that, you want to then pick up the shoulder pauldrons, which are plugged into a siege port on the top of each shoulder. You want to set that off to the side, and then you unplug that one, set that off to the side. Then you want to unplug his two legs and set them off to the side. Undo the heel studs or heel pegs on the back. You know, occasionally I remember what they're called and I say the name and it's all good, and then immediately I forget the name is. Then you want to take his belt, fold it forwards, rotate his belt 180 degrees, fold it back in, and then after you've done that, unclip each of the arms from the chest area, and then pull it open, rotate Optimus Prime's head out, and then fold it shut, and it will click into place, and then fold both of the arms back into place. And after you've done that, kick the entire bit forward on its little slidey hinge. It's pretty easy to do. There it goes. So you want to make sure you've lined up everything, and then the front of the cab will slide forward. That will allow stability enough for the backpack thing to slide up from his butt to snap in right on his back. And this is a little bitty, you could feel there's some texture underneath there, like some sort of little jetpack, which I think is awesome. And after you've done that, you've got yourself an Optimus Prime. Look at that. Little Optimus Prime. He stands at 23 studs tall, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None on the sides of the legs unless you count the hooky things, which can work, but I'm not going to count them. So 8, and then on his back he's got 9, and then on either side of his back he's got 2 more, so 10, well, the backpack, so 10, 11. So Optimus Prime sitting here at 11 siege ports, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Basically the average for anybody. After you have him in this mode, he's got some cool abilities to move around. He stands 23 studs tall, and that's about it. And it's not the greatest mode. I really appreciate the Siege Optimus Prime so much better than this one. And fun fact, when I was first collecting Transformers, I accidentally got this guy thinking that he was the Siege Optimus Prime mold with a cool upgraded trailer. And I was wrong. But let's get into the transformation. So pop both of the arms back out of their hinges for the chest. So you want to unhinge them from the chest. And then pop it open. Rotate the head back in. Nope, don't pop back out head. Rotate in there. That's good. Go to your home head. After you've done that, you want to unclip both of the wheel guns from his arms. And then rotate the arms all the way backwards. Oh wait, we can't rotate the arms backwards yet because we still have to slide down his backpack. So first off, pop his entire truck itself forward, and then slide the backpack down on its little hinge. After you've done that, go ahead and rotate that so that the backpack, which then became the butt, is now directly below the front of his chest. Then you want to fold both of the legs upwards on their clicky hinges, on their ratchets. And once you've done that, go ahead and clip them together. Then rotate both of the arms backwards. And make sure this one is a little difficult because you've got to do it correct. But little trial and error will make sure you get it correct. It may take you a few minutes, but overall, it works out pretty well. And once you've completed that, make sure that you rotate both of the fists on the back of the, because when you plug in the shoulders, the way they're supposed to be with both of the smokestacks almost right next to each other on either side of the bar thing that was on the back, the arms will sit at a perfect right angle across his legs, which have now become the back wheels. Okay. Oh, don't forget to plug in the heel spokes, heel pegs, heel spikes. That's it. Heel spikes. Heel spikes. Don't forget to plug in your heel spikes. Now for the wheel guns, it's pretty easy. Fold them so that it's a 90-degree angle. It feels almost like a little box now. That's going to be useful because in the gun there are 2 little Seige ports, so you can plug blast effects in. But one of them is going to actually plug in to a male Seige port on the front of the truck. You can feel it on the side of that panel that was the butt. And you want to plug them in on both sides. So rotate that one down, fold it, and then it just simply plugs in. And once you've done that, you've got yourself a nice little vehicle. This guy in his vehicle mode is, let's see, he is 17, 18, 19 studs long in his vehicle mode, and he is 7.5 studs wide in his vehicle mode. Here is a cliff jumper for representation on the sizing. As you can see, cliff jumper, being the smallest deluxe, is definitely the smallest in this regard. He, and I had him backwards, there you go. Spin around a little bit. There. A wheel, cliff jumper will go from the back of the tail, the truck tail, you know, where the feet are, and go almost all the way. There's a big hollow gappy area between the front wheels and the area where the legs fold back, and the tip of cliff jumper will, the tip of his hood will get to that area, but no further. So that's pretty cool. We'll set him off to the side now that we have him transformed, and let's work on getting his parts in there now. So first off, we want to make sure that we fold in the shoulder pauldrons correctly. There is a wrong way and a right way to do this. Trust me, there is a wrong way and a right way. And the wrong way sucks. It never works, and it's easy to confuse them, and it's hard to describe. So bear with me. First off, you need to make sure that you've got the right shoulder plug and the right, or shoulder pauldron thingy in the right leg. It's easy to screw them up. Don't worry. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. Just keep unplugging and plugging it back in until you get it right. There is... This is the worst part of this transformation, by far. 100%. This crazy shoulder pauldron doohickey. It just doesn't work. Like I said, they tried to do too much with this guy. There it goes. Okay. And so sometimes it just doesn't work right. So you want to plug it in, I think, so that the male, the blast effect peg thingy, where blast effects go, is closer to the outside of the leg, and the Seige port thingy is closer to the inside of the leg. I think that's the right way to do it. We're about to find out. I need the other leg. Here it is. Cool. So let's go ahead and copy that idea on this side, just like so. And it's probably not going to work out, because that is just how this figure operates. Does this figure like you? Maybe. But will it cooperate with you? Never. Never. Right. Maybe you have to put it lower in. Okay, so we're going to actually move this guy lower down and rotate it so that the Seige port is on the outside and the male peggy thing for blast effects is on the inside. There it goes. And it lowers down halfway into the leg. So there's going to be an area above it and an area below it. And now comes the fun part of plugging these guys in without dropping the peg thingies. There you go. You gotta do it quick, and then snap it together. And I think I did it right. I did it right! Okay. So, you should have in there a little bit in, 2 male ports, 2 blast effect ports, and then 2 Seige pegs, or Seige ports just in there. Alright, and it shouldn't rattle. About halfway down, and whenever you get it right, when you feel your fingers into the negative zone in there, you should feel 2 blast effect pegs directly next to each other, and then 2 Seige ports that are almost on the side of the truck. So Siege port, blast effect peg. Siege port, blast effect peg. Or Siege port, blast effect peg, Siege port. That's a better way of saying it. Now that part is done, we're just going to knock Optimus Prime off the side of my little table here. We'll get him in a minute. Let's work on this. This is the next most difficult part, and it's actually one of the easier parts. So, I know, a conundrum for sure. Alright, now, first, fold the cool windows down below the head. Rotate the head 180 degrees on this platform thingy. It's just nice to do so. That's all. After you've done that, go ahead and unfold this back assembly bit. You know, what was the backpack, and it's actually going to do some cool stuff in a minute. But first, we need to find two hingy thingies that have a big old round peg on them. They're short, and they're stout, and they need to be positioned like that. Now, they get positioned in such a way that they will connect to the back legs. So you want to make sure that this big flat panel on that has the this vertical cut that runs along the almost the entire length of it. You can put your finger in. You hear the noise my finger's making, guys? Okay. You want to make sure the two little hingy bits that have the big old plug on the ends of them are at the bottom of that, because that will plug into the bottom. You want to rotate the bar bit that has this hingy bit on the end. It has the two rectangles cut out of it, and it's a weird feeling thing. It's hard to describe, but it's on the end of a huge bar. It rotates down below and will snap in. Listen. Well, I'm going to unsnap it for you. If I can unsnap it. There it goes. All right. Once you fold it in, you'll hear this. Look at that. That's a solid snap, and it doesn't move. Once that's complete, rotate each of the wings forwards, and then take these things that were guns, but now in this mode they're going to be some sort of water launchers or water cannons, because he's a fire truck in this. This is based on the Armada Energon Cybertron series, as they call it, the Unicron trilogy. All right, we've gotten as much as we can do without, you know, much more. So let's go ahead and plug these big old pluggy things that are on the back of that in. Now this is a bit of a hassle with him. Sometimes you can do it correctly on your first go and everything will just snap, snap, and it'd be beautiful. Sometimes life doesn't work that way. So you got to just give it your best shot, guys. Just keep at it until you hear those glorious sounds, things snapping into place. And if you want to do it easier, you can actually... Oh, shit. Don't want to screw that up. Last thing I want is to have those pauldrons fall out on me again. All right. Rotate each of the feet up one at a time, and you can actually, both of them will rotate slightly, which will allow for more area. Because both of these big wheel things on the ends are the feet, so they have their heel hinges, or ankle tilt, as they call it. And that will allow you to plug these guys in just a little bit easier. And come on now, don't fight me, and don't you fall apart. I don't want to go chasing the pauldrons again, or snapping them back into place. All right. Always something with you, huh? Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime. Alright, let's get this bit in. It is difficult to get a handhold because there's just so much stuff on this trailer. It would have been cool if more of it could come apart with all they were doing with weaponizers and stuff. There it goes. Two glorious snaps. Put it into place. Look at that. All right. We've got that bit plugged in. Now where's my Optimus Prime? Come here, you. Optimus Prime. So raise both of the water cannons, and then this little doohickey that I explained had the rectangular ports on the sides. It's actually going to come in very handy. So right now, the trailer is actually in its kind of armored attack mode. You can rotate these wingy things off on either side to stabilize it, and then it's a mobile assault center if you want to use that as a playstyle. That is a playstyle you can do with this. But I'm not doing that. I'm showing you how to put them together. You want to take this big old long arm thing that we talked about earlier, and you want to try your best to plug it in. It's not going to just completely screw everything up. Come on, you. Look, I'm on camera today. Don't fight me. Don't you want to look good for the camera? Yeah, you do. There you go. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't it. Come on. Come on. Don't fight me, you little bastard. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, everything clicks into your homes. Yeah, you like that. You like your homes. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah. All right. Make sure that you make the legs stay together, and then both of these guys will fold forwards and kind of snap into place with those hooks on the sides of his legs, but they don't snap together too well. All right. And something still feels wrong. It's not completely together, is it? No, that's it. It rolls like rolling things should. There you go. In Galexy Upgrade Optimus Prime, in his upgraded crazy vehicle mode, he is 34 studs long. He's still 7.5 studs wide, except at the back where this extra armor plating stuff gives him 8 studs in width. And he's got these 2 movable water cannon things that can go all over the place. They're on some pretty unique hinges. Like, I would have appreciated some ball joints for them so that you could really get at it. Here is the cliff jumper on the side. Look at that. Cliff jumper is just so stupid small compared to this. I wish this guy could carry cars, but like I said, he's a crazy futuristic fire truck. Fire trucks can't carry cars. That's crazy. You know, put cliff jumper off to the side. And, no, there you have him. He's a pretty cool figure overall. His transformation is a little difficult. Mainly, it's the headache and the frustration of getting all of these little pieces in the right components. I really wish that the Pauldrons had something better to hold on to in those legs. Like if they had given you an actual port or a peg to plug them into, instead of just kind of moving them around until you figure out where the right spot is. It feels half-assed. It feels like they didn't really try. And honestly, a lot of this figure is just, they didn't really try. But if you want a cool Optimus Prime and you were a fan of the Cybertron TV show, and you always wanted the Optimus from that TV show, then this is your chance to get him. He's still on sale. He's going for between $40 and $60 online. Not many people want him. He's not the most popular Optimus Prime. The Siege Voyager Optimus Prime mold was far better than him. And the Leader Class Optimus Prime from Earthrise and Kingdom also bypass him in posability and stuff. But this guy has it in guns and crazy awesome armor and all the just weird shenanigans that Transformers Cybertron had to offer. It's so weird. We got a Cybertron toy amongst all of this Beast Wars and Siege stuff. But anyway, guys, as things go, this toy gets a rating from me of a 5 out of 10. I don't like it. It's okay. I like him in his robot mode on a flight stand or on a string hanging from my ceiling. That looks pretty cool, but his transformation isn't fun. Some of these parts will snap and hurt your fingers whenever they click together. It's just, he's not the funnest figure. No. Anyway, guys, until next Prime, I am Blind Prime, and this is Blindformers. And if you would please like and subscribe and share with anyone in your life who is visually impaired or is experiencing seeing loss, because these things have helped me mentally handle the loss of my own sight. And who knows, they could help a friend of yours or even a family member handle their own loss of sight in some small manner. It's that mental that really gets you. And having something to fiddle with in your hands and move around and transform really helps you out on that mental front, and it helps you gain a little more control over your own mind while you're, dealing with so much loss in your life. So, until next time, guys, I am Prime, and this is Blindformers. Bye-bye.